We're continuing with our Pekiti empty hands, and we're building on the drills that we did before. So your basic Sinawali is this weaving motion, your double stick basic Sinawali, right? And now we're going to look to do the same basic motion but with our empty hands, because Pekiti is a weapon-based system. It's a system of warfare based around weapons, right? And what the Sinawali allows me to do is it allows me to parry an oncoming punch and immediately make an opening or a counter attack, right? So I don't want to stand around and sort of fight Babu as if we're fighting in a ring. I want to immediately or as quickly as possible finish this. And the Sinawali gives me a tool to be able to do that, right? I'm going to base all of this off of my parry, a small parry. When Babu crosses, I'm looking to parry that punch on his wrist, right? The parry is still the most effective way of deflecting a straight punch, right? When he punches and I parry, I'm going back again. We're going back to our four walls principle, right? If Joe comes a bit closer over here, then not my four door principle. I have one doorway here, one doorway there, one doorway here, one doorway over here. I'm going to choose this entry, right? So when he punches, I parry and I insert underneath to strike. And then this third hit, can either go to the ear, it can go to break the hand, it can go to trap the hand, right? So one more time he punches, I insert a hit, 3, or 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, pin the hand down to follow it up with whatever else that I'm looking to do. The same sort of thing applies to if he crosses and I enter and I pin and now the other hand comes, I can still go the other way. I still have my breaks from here. I have locks, I have throws, I have a whole bunch of options because I was able to, as soon as he punches, parry, make that entry and hit at the same time, and then follow it up with whatever is the strike or whatever is the strategy that I want to follow it up with. As he crosses, I'm going to parry, and now I'm going to insert this hand. Instead of going to his head, I'm going to reach up to his forearm, slide it back to his wrist, and then the third count, this hand over here taps that elbow. Then I punch him. Now see where this hand is? It's down here. So it's going to come immediately up to his forearm, and as I slide that hand back to his wrist, I turn it, pushing the hand away a little bit more, right? That's why we're going to the forearm, back to the wrist as I turn, tap, push. The next thing to be aware of is where this third tapping motion lands. I don't want to land on the forearm. I want to land on the elbow, and I want my palm facing down for this. I want to be able to eventually, when he punches me, I want to push this hand away or trap it against his body and then come back with whatever it is that I'm looking to do. In order to trap it against his body, I need my palm facing down for this, and I want to have my palm on his elbow. If I keep it on his forearm, it's easier for him to slip that hand out, right? So he's punching the first one, I'm parrying by the wrist. The second count is inserting from the forearm, coming back to the wrist. The third count taps that elbow. I punch, he does the same thing. When he punches, I want to parry that and get my head of center line using my footwork. That's what gives me the opening over here to insert that hand for the strike. And then from here I can follow it up with a break, I can follow it up with a hit, I can follow it up with a number of different options, right? So all this time we're working the drill going to the outside of the body. When you start using your footwork, then you step. With every time that you parry, you step to the outside. But right now we are only going on our right side. We want to be able to also go on our left side. Now it's really up to you which leg lead you want to follow. If you want to use your right lead, left lead, it's really up to you. But now Babu's going to cross he's going to punch with the left hand. Same thing. I punch with my left hand. So you're working left side and right side. Once you are comfortable with that, then you want to be able to within the same drill be able to work left side and right side without stopping. We are on our right side and we're doing the drill. When I want to change, I parry to the inside and I hit. It's still the same motion. 1, 2, 3 I was going. That was the earlier motion. Now that was to go outside. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Same motion. Now this hand is going to come to punch him. And now we are on the other side. When I want to switch, again I parry to the inside and he stops this. And then I punch. When I want to switch, I parry to the inside, strike, he stops that. I punch, he picks it up. When I want to switch, parry to the inside, I hit, he stops, I punch. The last bit we're going to talk about is the speed. Very often you see people doing this drill very fast, but it's at the cost of a lot of the deeper, finer nuances of the drill. So start off nice and slow. I'm still parrying by the wrist. I'm still meeting the forearm, sliding that back to the wrist, palm down on the elbow. When I punch, my hand is not in a weird position. My hand is still from my guard, and I'm going to still have a technically correct punch. If you want to add the footwork in there, you can add the footwork in there as well. Once you're comfortable with this, then you can start to increase the speed, while still not sacrificing quality. And then be able to switch as well. Right now we're basing the entire drill off a straight punch. But it works the same way. Again, it's based off a straight thrust. It can also work on an angle 1 thrust down this way. As long as the thrust doesn't come from too far out, as long as it's a tight angle, you can do this drill. So if Babu gives me an angle 1 from far out, I can't go outside, I'm going to get stabbed. In which case then I need to go to the inside, which is a whole other drill, which is Hubert Lubert or Segang Lubo. That's another drill which you will save for another video. As long as Babu gives me a slightly tighter angle on that angle 1, and I can parry to the outside, I can do this drill. So it's the same thing. And then from here you have many options that you can go to. You can stab down low as you come up, and then etc, etc, etc. Again, this drill comes from single knife and double knife, and there are many variations of this drill, especially that are possible, especially when you add an edge, an edge into the equation. So anytime you have a sort of straight head-on attack and you want to go to the outside of the body, you can use this drill as a tool to get to the outside, parry, immediately make an entry, and immediately counter attack.